Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. We're live on a Sunday night. That can't be good news, right? Never good news. To be talking tropics October 4th on a Sunday night. So yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend. We were camping. You saw some of my shenanigans. Definitely was a drunk donkey a couple nights. And our hurricane magnets, I'm starting to see comments now. There's our boy Whitney, always getting the storms. I don't know what it is about you, Whitney. Where's Kathy there from South Carolina? What's got Kyle Van Camp from Citrus County? Alan, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that was funny. Hey, Libby. Cayman, yes. Cayman Islands. The first in line. Maybe a little bit of rains for Jamaica with our developing system tonight. So there's Jason from Lubbock in Pensacola. Chelsea from Louisiana. Hey, we got one dog here. Let's just do Louie tonight because I don't know where Hunter. I wasn't planning on bringing the dogs up, but since Louie came over, I will say hi. There's Jennifer Hawkins. What's up? All right. Hey guys. Okay, now we just had Hunter delivered. So I figured. All right. So y'all had 3 days without the dogs. So let's do the dogs real quick, and then we're gonna talk tropics. So yeah, Richard, I'm getting tired of it too, buddy. I thought I would be like the Energizer Bunny Rabbit and just go. But man, I'm exhausted from the season. It's been long. Well, think about it. We're at PTC 26. That's 26 systems now that the National Hurricane Center's marked as stuff that we've had to update and talk about. I can't even remember half of these storms, so. But, yeah, Linda, it's going to be a long week. Hey, Pammy from Panama. All right, say hi, boys. We got a lot to talk about. This is Little Hunter, by the way. And then this is Louie. They had an awesome time. I shared their photos a couple times. And there's your buddy Deuce. Deuce says hey. So, all right, so real quick, we'll get the shenanigans out of the way. I am Mike. I'm a blogger. I'm a nobody, weather wannabe. These are Frenchies. It'd be like me calling myself a Frenchie. I am a Frenchie. I'm a fake Frenchie. No, just a weather blogger. Remember, all your official stuff you got to get from the National Hurricane Center. We just talk weather. I have a website that has a lot of cool stuff on it that everybody goes to that likes to track the tropics. So, hey, Hunter. Hey, you got a cool name, buddy. Thanks, Hunter. Look at that. All right, so let's say goodbye. Say goodbye, little Hunter. Hunter, you have a good time camping? Did you? Yeah? All right. All right, so I'm going to try to read comments as we always do. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. So I put BOGO out there last week. You know, everybody was probably we were talking about this system a long time it seems like. But we're officially in the Greek salad section of Publix. Greek salad BOGO. Hey Leonard, yeah, buddy, I sure did, man. All right, so real quick, we want to always thank our Facebook supporter and sponsor of Mike and our friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. This is the sign on the billboard is exactly my weekend. The bourbon made me do it. So hope you guys supported ABC here in Florida. And Panhandle, you definitely are watching this close too. We got tropics to talk this week. So all right, let's close the windows out. Let's go to the official board here and show you what's happening. So we got two systems. We have PTC 26. We'll talk about this one real quick. That's what everybody's wondering about. So all right, so the reason it's called potential tropical cyclone is it's not officially named yet. Thank you, Beatrice. But yeah, the season's been BOGO, right? It seems like we've had double pairing systems all year. It's crazy. But anyway, we've been tracking this little guy before it started in the on the other side of the Caribbean, and it is now entering Some interesting days ahead. So I showed a lot about the models a lot. If you pay attention to us, the models have been doing terrible this year. This particular system, they've done terrible. Euro for several runs didn't even show it as a low pressure area. So, like we say, you got to watch these things in real time. And what we got going on right now, we definitely starting to see some lower level circulation, which I'll show you. But basically, we're going to have a low shear environment ahead, and we're going to have super duper hot waters, and a little bit of a MJO pulse is coming. So there's when you align all the stars, things happen. And I was really shocked when the NHC started out with a 100-mile-an-hour hurricane. So they show 100 miles an hour, and that's pretty. They're usually pretty conservative on their initial advisory. So that was a big shock. I don't think I've been that shocked in a long time. So when they came out with this PTC at 5 o'clock, we've already got hurricane watches for parts of Cuba here, and we're gonna see high pressure pushing our system away from Florida, the peninsula. Hey Becky, how's it going? Yeah, so we got to talk about this big curvature thing. So it wouldn't be 2020 if we didn't have mass confusion. And there's our girl Shelly. Hey Julie. So all right, so back to tropical tidbit, or this is weather nerds right here, weathernerds.org. All right, so we got two systems here. This little guy right here, let's talk about them both at once. All right, so this right here is Gamma. This is future Delta. All right. Gamma, rains are blowing into Florida tonight. Still, we have flood warnings for the East Coast up through the night. Actually, getting a huge convective burst here, a little north of center. The center is down here, more closer to the Yucatan. The hurricane hunters are in there right now, flying around. But pretty impressive pop. But we're also getting a lot of wind shear. This is that stalled front that we got going on, and there's just a lot of wind shear. So that's all this stuff's blowing into Florida the last couple of days, all tied into a stalled front that's slowly backed up. Now, we talked a lot about that last week, and it did pan out. So the steering currents on this little guy, they don't appear very locked in right now, but the official track has it going, hanging around for a couple days in the bay, and getting pulled to the north, which is very odd to see a potential system following along with Delta. So here's the official track. Now the steering currents, I looked again now, we have a break, because of this front. You would think the system would be going that direction. It's officially not. So that's why I'm not a weatherman. Usually the steering currents are pretty solid, but you can also tell the track is not going to move much in 3 days here. So that means a lot of rain, unfortunately, possible for the coastal parts of Mexico. But very slow movement in 3 days. But then we're getting this turn to the north midweek. And that is the oddness of Gamma. And the reason being is right now we have blocking, high pressure is moving over this way. So we're going to have a blocking high pressure. And it's going to take Delta to actually break that up a little bit. And Delta's going to turn a little bit. And we're going to have this opening here for Gamma to follow along. So we're going to be watching Gamma for 3 days, lingering down here, not doing anything. And as Delta goes by, Delta's going to be somewhere here on Friday. So here's Friday for Gamma. So Delta, Gamma, and Saturday this thing. So if anything, we could see maybe not a strong Gamma. Some of the intensity models are showing Gamma possibly starting to re-strengthen a little bit here. Now these are on tropicaltidbits.com, but you can see past day 5, we're starting to see a little bit more. Now look, everything's below category 1, so that's good news. But as far as, a little bit of strengthening here on approach, we can still see tropical storm Gamma following along very, 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 very close to where Delta ends up. So this would actually be more like towards the later part of the weekend that Gamma could actually. These are Gamma spaghetti models, and day 6, day 7. So that would put it over next weekend. So it's very weird. We're seeing double. So that this is Gamma. Now let's go look at spaghetti models on Tropical Tidbits. Now these are very solid this early in the game. Very rarely you see. Now we've talked about systems this season that we've had a huge spread of spaghetti. These are for future Delta, and look, day 5, 120 hours. So there's 120 hours there, and look, we're seeing 120 hours, maybe right around here. So Gamma could be coming up a day after Delta, which is crazy. So the only thing that I don't think anybody knows, and you can see this with the models. Let me show you now. Let me show you what's going on. So let's look at. All right, the facts are this. All right, so like I said, back to the NHC. We have a lot of folks up in the upper Gulf, and the NHC is indeed showing a 100-mile-an-hour hurricane this weekend, Friday-ish. So here's the deal. We could be looking at 2 p.m. nearing landfall just south of, New Orleans, close to New Orleans. This is the official 3-day track. Remember the 3-day track or the 3-day cone. So that would be the 9th, Friday. So this would be Friday. But again, like they say, the cone, the center can pass anywhere in the cone. So don't get locked in on the center line. We got the tip of Florida in the cone all the way to Texas, Louisiana line. So still 5 days out for that. But we're talking about 2 storms now that are gonna be a day apart possibly. And what does that mean? And we talked about the Fujiwara effect many times, and we might actually see it. I can't even remember the last storm. We were talking about it so much on the last somewhere in the season 20 months ago. Hey David, yep, consistently, and we're going to see shifts. Listen, this early in the game, we're almost guaranteed that we're going to see some sort of shifts. But so 2 things kind of shocked me today. One was the NHC coming out with a. Now, bear in mind, we had the Euro for 2, 3, 4, 5 days now, showing 0 development of any system. The NHC comes out with a 100-mile-an-hour hurricane. So that tells you right there they're not very they're not going in all in with the Euro like they used to. I don't think there's been really one model that has stood out with the future Delta. So I think the NHC is definitely watching real time facts of, hey, we just got a system that's entering some very favorable conditions. And I hear a lot of hogwash about the water. The atmosphere is cooler, yes, but that's, again, 100 mile. There's going to be a lot of Mets eating crow if it hits 100 mile an hour because, they're making it sound like because the water's a little bit cooler, it's impossible to sustain a hurricane. But the reality is that this little map is experimental, but it's always, interesting. But it's basically showing you that even with the water temperatures now, that the Gulf can sustain category 2, 3, purple's 4. So the water is plenty hot. Now, we could see some weakening before landfall, but the fact is what it does from here until there. It won't weaken a lot. Put it to you that way. The water will help. We won't see that last minute intensification likely. But if it's, you know, if it's a 1 or a 2 in the middle of the Gulf, it's probably not going to weaken very much. It could maintain itself as it speeds on up to landfall. So, yeah, I'm betting there are going to be some Mets having to eat crow on that one, making it sound like this wasn't going to be a hurricane, because now they're saying it's a 100-mile-an-hour hurricane. But anyway, all right, let me slow down. I'm extremely tired, by the way. I don't know if Ashley's in there. Hey, Richard. Yep, yeah. So the bottom line is the storm has approaching shear and cooler water. So we won't see that last minute intensification blow up. But, you know, whatever it is, where Laura, you know, intensified, it'll have a day or two over the Gulf to get going. Hey, Jason. Yeah, well, we're going to look at steering currents for sure. Thunderstorms tonight for Ryan. I see all that action out there. I think it might go to our north. We'll look at that in a little bit. So, all right. So listen, we're on tropicaltidbits.com, by the way. Just passing it along. So let's look at all the models. So we're going to see two themes. So we got the very odd setup here. We got a developing system, and then we got gamma. What we're going to see in the models are this. We're going to see some models say gamma is going to die, while delta develops. We're going to see two models actually absorb the two together and become a sheared mess, maybe. So we're going to see all kinds of outputs. Let me show you. So here's the GFS. So GFS bends around gamma, starts to develop delta. This is Tuesday. And, you know, look how close they get. Now, you know they're going to interact somehow. And we're all of a sudden, according to GFS, gamma's gone. Kind of absorbs it. So now we're down to one system. The NHC is still showing an organized system on Friday, somewhere right here. So the GFS is wrong, or the NHC is wrong. We'll find out. But here's the latest GFS. So there's your strengthening 977. Then it weakens a little bit before landfall. And again, that's definitely in response to the approaching front and cooler weather, or cooler. Here, I'll do a burr because nobody's swimming up there right now. Burr. So, you know, we will see slight weakening more than likely before landfall, but it's what it does here. If it's a 100-mile-an-hour hurricane, you know, Sally was a 105-mile-an-hour hurricane, and it did a lot of damage. All right, so here would be your landfall Friday afternoon. This is the GFS, and then it, you know, gets sucked up into a front, and then by Saturday morning it's long gone. So it's going to be a fast mover. It's definitely getting the classic pulled up into an approaching front, and it'll take off. What that means inland too, Saturday, Sunday, all you know, we're gonna see moisture, you know, increased moisture all along Mississippi Valley and eastward through the weekend. So Delta could definitely bring up the rain chances Saturday, Sunday. All right, so there was the latest GFS, the 18Z, the 12Z. Let's see what it did. So it pretty much kills gamma again, sucks it up, and almost the same exact thing. Landfall later Friday. So GFS is pretty consistent on that. Latest Euro. Here's the latest Euro. Here's Wednesday. A little bit of gamma left. There's Delta, and the Euro develops a little bit and keeps it pretty weak. So the Euro is not even saying barely a tropical storm. But timing will be the same thing. Friday a.m. right off the coast. So there you go. So there's three models straight up due north. And again, nobody's showing what the NHC is showing as far as gamma. Friday the NHC is showing gamma still alive. So we'll see if it's right or not. All right, so here's the 18Z GFS parallel, gamma, and it stopped running. It's this right there. We'll go to 12Z. So this is the one that's not even developing delta. This is where the models are all screwed up. So GFS parallel, here's delta. The GFS parallel doesn't even develop it. So it's and oh god, and then look at that. So So it turns gamma back around and doesn't do anything with delta, and your GFS parallel model shoots straight north this weekend, gamma. So definitely an outlier. Let me show you one more, and then we'll look at the high res stuff. My favorite models of the world. All right, your CMC here Monday, tomorrow, and it actually absorbs the two together and kind of makes gamma come up Sunday of next week. So the GFS parallel and the CMC are kind of merging the two together and more of a later landfall. So I mean, we got no matter what, we got models saying both of these systems are going to the upper Gulf. Intensity is the big question. Rain for sure. Likelihood of a hurricane, possibly. And as far as Lee. No, right. See, right now we got pretty strong indicators. So let me show you what we got right now, which is so fascinating to me. So we have our steering current map here that typically is always right. We have high pressure. We have a little bit of frontal action. So 9 times out of 10, you would be saying gamma right now would be trickling to the northeast, but it's not. And that's partly due to high pressure. This is now, though. I'm surprised we're not seeing more of a north component, but we're not. As far as steering goes, for the future, we can look into the future here, and maybe tonight's the night I'll actually finish Ozarks, like more than 10 minutes. All right, everybody's worried about Florida. All right, so here's what then we're going to show you H4. Hey, what's up, Jerry Coe? You're getting married on the beach Saturday, Gene? What's up, Levi? All right, so let's look at the steering patterns. Why this thing isn't going to curve into the peninsula. So, all right, in a nutshell, this is what we got right now. Well, we got to go wider than that. Here. All right. So, in a nutshell, this is where we're at right now. We got high pressure to the east. This is October 11th. I was going to say, what the heck is that? It's not right. I was like, that's not tonight. All right, so here's where we're at right now. So this is what we got right now. There's gamma. This is that front high. Highs are orange, blues are lows. Again, I'm kind of confused why gamma is not going farther north, but they're not. So tomorrow morning, boom, look at that. So our low area lifts out, and our two highs merge together to make one big happy high. And this is why we're going to have blocking pattern. This is Tuesday. So big, strong, high pressure builds back in. This has been pretty consistent. And this is going to drive our system northwest. Remember, the winds of the high pressures blow clockwise, so they help actually accelerate a system in that direction. And then what we're going to watch here, eventually we're going to watch this high pressure actually retreat out, and we're going to have a weakness come down. And that's what we're going to see later in the week. And we'll see that coming about, see there's high pressure still, and then we got a little bit of low coming there, and then it kind of lifts out and out of here, ahead of this next approaching front. So back to the Florida question is later in the week. This is Thursday. We got a strong high pressure system extending over Florida here, so that's kind of blocking. And it seems very confident. There's really no big fronts coming down that are gonna like change things through the week. If we had a big front coming down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it could erode this high pressure and open the door a little bit more, but we're not seeing that. So the high pressure seems very strong. That's why the steering currents are very solid, and that's why we have extremely confident spaghetti models. That's very high confidence. to see that door opening toward the end of the weekend, and pulls our system to the north. And then about a day or two behind, whatever's left of Gamma could be coming right up there too. So that's, as far as rains go, we could see crazy upper Gulf rains starting to show. There's 7 days starting to show already, 5-7 inches. But the GFS isn't going to be good to look at right now because it's not even showing development of Gamma anymore. So again, this is underdone. We're going to see a lot higher rain totals coming in the next week, towards the weekend, as both our systems head that direction. So, Susan wants to share a picture of her puppy. Sure. You can just put in a comment, I think. And there's Aaron Jackson. What's up? Cheryl, good question on the fronts. The fronts sometimes are hard to predict. We've seen this lingering pattern here in Florida now for days. It's crazy. Here's the next 3 days. So the next 3, you can see the next one's coming, but it's kind of flat front. It's not really a classic dig. So it's not a very strong front coming midweek. The next one is coming, but there's the one we got now has just been lingering. It's backing up over Florida, but it's been lingering for days. And here's something I was going to share. Look at this. This is something you don't see every day. Look at that. Look how close these suckers are. Look at that. I'm just going to draw it. Look at that. BOGO like that. So I bet you if I shared that, it'd probably go viral, because there's our BOGO. Who would have thought that we'd have two systems in October that close together on the official weather maps, right? Hey, Michael Sumner, I hope it's the last hurrah. Unfortunately, we can still get systems through the end of October. This one kind of snuck up on us one day. I think we were actually talking about it. I think I was doing a live, and we saw it on the satellite, and it was like, whoa. So there's our MJO pulse. Still conductive toward the end of the month. This is through November. So, a little more active, possibly still possible. So, yeah, we're not done by any means. So last week we talked about it. Using common sense. Any wave entering the Western Caribbean this time of year has to be watched, and that's been the theme with Gamma too. Now look what's happening tonight with Gamma. Here, this is weathernerds.org. But look at this. Look at that blow up. Now technically, center is like down here. That's because we're getting a lot of shear, but that's some pretty serious blow up occurring currently. It doesn't mean it's going northeast. It's going to be like a Marco Laura deal. Remember when Marco was like a dry blob, and all the action ended up hitting the panhandle because of the shear, and that's kind of what we're seeing. The shear. Well, there you go. There's one shear map. This is a great map. WWL CBS, but lots of shear, and you can also see it. Oh, not on that one. That means they're all probably down right now. Look at that. They all went offline. Just so this is going to be interesting to watch. I don't know. Let's put on the old Hurricane Hunter. So here's our favorite map. Check it out. This is our spinach map, but it's got clear rotation on all levels. Let's see, 500 is definitely underneath that major convection. So it's not stacked. It's not the most stacked system. Currently, our system is like this. It's not completely stacked yet. And it might have a hard time with all that shear down there, but the shear is eventually going to run out. And here's our other system south of Jamaica. We're starting to see a little bit of lower level spin. Not a lot, but enough. Starting to show a little bit. Once it gets going, it's takes time. But the NHC is definitely thinking hurricane by maybe as early as Tuesday. So that's coming quick. All right, let's see what else we can look at. I got to get back in the game, man. It's weird. You take a couple of days off, and it's like, oh my God. Here's the timing of winds too. This is always a good map. But look, the earliest you could possibly start seeing tropical storm force winds could even be Wednesday night. They're saying that's fast mover. So the good news is it's got to do what it's going to do in this little window right here, and that little window here is only about 2 days, 3 days maybe. So. Again, remember the conditions up here are not as favorable, so fast-moving system, it's going to have to, it's not going to have a lot of time to like really ramp up, especially when it gets caught up in that approaching front. But we've seen it happen. We saw it happen with Laura. The only difference with Laura was when it came off of Hispaniola here, it already had a strong spin. And this one doesn't have that yet, so we'll just have to watch it, and see. Watch and see. All right, so let's leave it on. Well, then we'll look at the ensembles real quick too. By the way, just remember we were saying every storm's different. Well, this storm's got high confidence on the track. Even the Euro, because it's not showing much development, it's still showing this general turn with the majority clumping together right here. So that's high consistency. The GFS is very high consistency also. And yes, the GFS, includes some of Florida and some of Texas, Louisiana line, but those are the outliers. The vast majority of them, And they're so when you get the Euro doing this in the GFS, they're definitely agreeing on upper level winds and steering currents. So and the fact too that we're starting to see gamma come up too, showing you that we're gonna have a weakness up here and everything's gonna go. So high confidence with that. It's good to see confidence. Bad to see a hurricane coming. We don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. But it's a possibility. Let's see. Oh my God. So yeah, Mark. Yeah. Well, Louisiana. Yes. All right. So let's go back to Sally, Laura. Now we're talking. Delta. Kelly, yeah, Pensacola, you're right on the edge, timing, speed, everything. Listen, so we do have weakness coming, right? If this thing slows down a little bit, that means it'll start to feel this turn a little bit more. So it's the race between the weakness front coming down and the turn. So yeah, that's why everything in these early stages is so unpredictable. But the upper level winds aren't, and that's, good confidence right now. And that's because we don't have any massive high fronts expected to come down. If there was a big front coming down, which we don't have, then you would see more chances of a shift, of a turn. More shear, but it's gonna be entering a very favorable environment, and we know how fast these things can ramp up. South Carolina, hey, Oshan Smith, Jamaica? Well, actually, good question. Right now, it's not the most organized looking thing. In fact, a lot of the heaviest convection is to the south of Jamaica. And I was thinking about that earlier, actually, too. But I don't think it's going to be anything tremendous. I mean, the heaviest convection. Let's see. I got a better radar. Let's see. I got a. Let's see. We can look here. Possibly. I always end up not knowing where a link is on my own site. Like, go figure, right? It's like I need to have Mike give a tutorial on his own page. All right, so here's a look at radar. This is a live look at radar right now. So sometimes the convection can be deceiving. This is on AccuWeather, by the way. So I don't know. I don't know. Jamaica, it's going to be developing past you guys. So I don't think you're going to get nothing tremendously out of this. Hey, Bruce. Yeah, we did. Thanks, man. It's pretty bad when you wake up in the morning and you turn on Facebook and you see videos of yourself from a place you didn't even know you went to last night. So we apparently had the girls drive us back to Old Town. That's a good thing about having teenage daughters that can drive now. Hey, Bob Daly, how's it going? Chris, yes, that would be a great thing to do. Yeah, I had to delete him, Shelly. I deleted it because it was bad. Apparently, I made best friends with Kissimmee. I don't know if it's Osceola County. Well, there was a sheriff there. And we fell over on the bushes. And witty me told the officer that we were doing TikToks. And apparently we became friends. And I even gave him a koozie. So, that was funny. Hey, Dixie. I appreciate it. We're not really. So again, things are. Let me close the windows up. Things are always so much easier when there's just something simple to talk about. But this is such a gnarly setup with the weather. And look at the radar here. You can still see our front. This front has been droopy. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. So we've been talking about this front. It seems like for days, lingering front. So, hey, if that sheriff is listening, message me, man. Because I don't know how stupid I sounded last night. But, hey, we had a good time. I shared an awesome picture with Sarah. She did all the rides on there we go. There's a good picture. Look at that. So there was me and Sarah. She was so happy. It was so awesome. That was so cool. So yeah, we had a good time. The girls got to. I even had my feet eaten by fish. I tried it. Let's look at some radar. Somebody asked about rain tonight. All right, so we do have some heavy rains off the coast. So currently, right now, we got some juicy stuff out there in the Gulf. Look at that. This is out there lingering. I'm not sure if it'll cool off tonight or not. Sometimes this stuff doesn't ever make it. But here is the radar. This is radar through. Let's just go to the southeast. So this is radar through what Monday noon, maybe 1 o'clock. All right. So here's radar through 1 p.m. tomorrow. And you just see scattered showers. Nothing too much. So this stuff out in the Gulf, I don't think is going to make it in overnight. But so tomorrow, all the rains are going to be being pulled up into this front throughout the day. Nothing. Everybody else is checked off. Look at that. Still enjoying fall, y'all. We can probably see that with the dry air too right now. Let's take a look. See what we currently look like. Whoops, not that one. Well, we can look at that one, I guess. Wow, look at all this convection, man. It's crazy. I could share that and be accused of sharing scary colors. Look at that sucker, man. So I'll just leave it right there. Look at that. So you can look at that. That's crazy. The amount of moisture being pulled up through the Gulf here. And we definitely have a blob alert. Gulf blob. That's current look. Oh my God, Ben. Yep, that's it. It'll be a big old GD storm. There you go, Nancy. There's your scary colors. That's right, Aaron. Yeah, Texas. I don't know. Texas. All these systems are go psych, and they're gonna turn on you right there. Remember how we always say psych? And then this gamma, for whatever reason, hopefully is weak, but I don't think rain. You know, a day. It might be a day after Delta. Craziness. So Crystal, yeah. Well, Gamma could get. Well, let's look. I put the Hurricane Hunters on. I should have updated it. Did they update? I don't know. Put. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So there's Hurricane Hunters. They're flying out there. So they're just on tropical tidbits. They're out there right now flying around Gamma. They haven't gone to the big blow up. This is the big blow up right here, north of center. So our blob is way north of center. A happy little blob. Hey guys. So again, my big question mark tonight is why this isn't going northeast. And that's, you know, if I was to just look at all the maps, I would expect Gamma to be turning a little bit more to the north before it turns. But none of the models are saying it. So that's these are Gamma models, by the way. Crazy, right? And again, look at this day. This is day 144. So this is 6 days out. So this is 6 days out. We'll be talking. This is like Saturday for Gamma. And unfortunately, this could be Friday. It could even be maybe inching into Thursday territory. So. So that's this week, 3-4 days. But it's fast mover, man. Look at this. I mean, this is boot scooting, man. Look at that, 24, 48, 72. That sucker's gonna really be accelerating. Which will, you know, help keep intensity down to a point, hopefully. And then it slows down as it approaches this weakness. But by now, we're going to be entering less favorable conditions. And so whatever it does here, it'll likely stay here. All right. Yeah, Clarice. I told you, we got BOGO. This is something you don't see every day. Look. BOGO storms. This is on Wednesday's official map. Look at that. So they're expecting Tropical Storm Gamma and Hurricane 26, which will be Delta, that close together. Which I can't recall anything that close together in a long time. I really don't. It's crazy. I mean, the same steering currents that are making Delta go northwest, I'm surprised, you know, they're not affecting Gamma. I think the big question mark is what the two are going to do, you know. So my best advice is watch it, like as we say, real time. Um, it's really the only one I got right now. But you got Gamma. Look at that sucker, man. That looks terrible. Look at that thing getting sheared apart. And then here's our developing Delta. This sure looks like it's trying to go northeast to me, but look at these last couple hot towers. Look at these suckers. Really blue. Look at that. Bubble. That's bubble, bubble, bubble right there. Look at it. And it's so deceiving. Like I said, the center is actually somewhere down here. But, hey, remember when Marco was up here? Remember Marco? And who got all the stuff? Remember that? Surely you remember that. But anyway. Alright, let's see what you guys are saying. Bo, 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 bo. Hey, Marcia, no, thank you. So, hey, listen. Yeah, I just ramble on. The website's got everything you need. Here's a flood map, by the way. This is through tomorrow morning. Still have a rain chance for Florida. Not what they wanted to see. Right. All right. So what's up, Andrea? Yeah, cold fronts are coming in. We have a weak front. Nothing during the week. That's why our system's going to have time to develop, because there's going to be low shear environment in the next 3 or 4 days. The only really cold front's coming down maybe Friday. That's going to push our high pressure, because we got high pressure over Florida developing, and that's going to steer our system northwest. You can kind of see the front. Here's the midweek front coming. This is Saturday. This is Friday. So no strong front. All right, you can hear puppy snoring, by the way. Cool, Brad. Appreciate that. I do have an app too. App's updated. Some people like the app. Let's see. Let's leave. What can we leave on here? Let's leave on. I don't know. We'll put. And the dogs are snoring in stereo. Oof, man! Look at this picture. It's on Twitter. My God, this is Alabama. Jeez, that has to be filters. Williams Station, Alabama. Look at that. Oh my God. Ditto Gorm. I don't know if they sand trapper. Wow. Oh, that's some crazy sunset in Alabama tonight. Yeah, it looks. People are talking about this burst, man. I don't know what's going on with Gamma. What is going on with Gamma? Man, and spoiler alert for Talladega, by the way. We didn't go, but I did not agree with NASCAR's decision there at the end. I'll just leave it at that. So, we got a lot to watch, guys. Lots to watch. Sunset Michelle, yeah, well, you're probably in the same neck of the woods. So, oh yeah, let's look at the latest 18Z. All right, so my favorite two models, as you guys know, the H-Wharf and H-Mon, as far as hurricane intensity goes, they've done so well this year, predicting things. So when everybody else was saying that future Delta wasn't going to become anything, including the almighty Euro, the H-Wharf was showing a lot more. And this is what the H-Wharf shows. So there's Cayman Islands, 982. This is Tuesday morning. So definitely Cayman. Monday, Tuesday. 982 could already be a hurricane by then. But look, man, this thing really ramps up. And that is because of this ocean heat content. It's incredibly warm waters. And it even extends past Cuba some now with the Gulf Stream. But so that's very possible that we could see some rapid intensification with this system. And so the HWRF's predicting that. And it has it going down to 949 by Cuba. 942. I haven't looked at the 18Z yet. See, now it has slowly, you know, peaks it at 942, brings it up 950. Doesn't weaken it much. It does weaken it some, 976, but still a hurricane. So that's, you know, pretty aggressive. And that's heading right towards where you guys have been watching all year. Not good. So this is the HWRF. All right. So, you know, what this would mean, this is early Friday landfall possibly. Thursday night, Friday, this week. If it's 950, 960 millibar on approach, it's going to be pushing a lot of water. So we're going to be looking at surge values again. Obviously, I mean, all the same stuff. Hey, Kylie, well, that 950 hurricane could be roughly Category 3. Could be. Category 2 is usually under 980. So, you know, it's definitely the higher aggressive version. Now, the HMON, I think, is a little bit more. Let's go back to the islands here, Caymans. So that would be Monday, Tuesday. Now, the HMON shows 985, about the same, passes a little bit more to the south and the east. This is Tuesday morning. The HMON straightens it to 950, 948, 950. A little weakening too. So there's your weakening on approach. I mean, there's 950 to 970. So, you know, cooler waters, little shear. We could see some last second weakening. Now the NHC's saying 100, 100, 100, 100. They're not showing weakening. But, you know, the HMON keeping Florida in check again. Pensacola, I hate to say it. You guys are watching. Very close. Again. And as we have with any system, especially sheared systems, remember, all the heaviest stuff's to the east. I think it's so forgotten that we forget that a landfall to the west still produces a lot of sheared rains and storms to the east. And, you know, here's what the HMON shows. Look at that. That's a lot of rain, a lot of storms, all the way to Tallahassee. I mean, so, you know, Big Bend area. Just like we've seen so much this year. And timing would be Friday, a little bit later, Friday on the HMON. But that's some pretty intense colors, a lot of rain. That's you know, wind, rain, surge. So definitely, you know, these are real possibilities. I mean, these models have not let us down. Now look, this is fast forward into Georgia, but look, this is on Friday afternoon, fast moving, but look, lots of rain into Alabama and Georgia. Here's the HWRF, so you can see these bands again this week, Thursday. Not again, James. I know it, but hey, when I went camping, we said any system entering the Western Caribbean this time of year, with all the conditions going for it, chances are it's going to become something. And the NHC is going against most models. Just a day ago, I don't think hardly any models show development. Maybe the GFS, but UK, nothing. Europe, nothing. CMC was a lot. Again, CMC was the only one showing this happening days ago. So props to the Canadians. Tamara, I know. Well, no, I worked it out perfect. Got home in time. We parked the RV. I had to rent a trailer for my golf cart. Took it to U-Haul. Got home at 4:45, just in time to update the website and the app with the NHC update. It was like meant to happen. Now I'm here all week. Got no plans. Hey, Jillian. Well, we got Thursday night landfall or Friday morning landfall predicted so far. The official NHC map is showing. Let me show you here. Somewhere on my page. That's not the right storm. This storm, 26. Where the heck did all my graphics go? I did a backup. I lost my NHC graphics. I gotta re-up the website now. Great. Now I'm still on Gamma. What the heck am I doing? All right. I plan on watching Ozarks tonight. So your official timestamp from the NHC is this. This is 2 p.m. on Friday. So 2 p.m. Friday, getting close to landfall. So a couple of the models are showing, speeding up a little bit. If Gamma merged with Delta, it would be later in the weekend landfall. But that's not showing up on anywhere, so. Jake, it might be my last chance, man. I wanted to last time so bad. Oh my God, Ryan, Panama City wedding this weekend. Well, the weekend's fine. This should be out long gone by Saturday. You're good. Pensacola, Zach, yep. The last two H Wharf and H Mon showing it very close to the Pensacola area again to watch. And you know how we see shifts. My gut would tell me that we would see more shifts to the east with this system based on history. And I said that last week. I wish. Oh my God, Chris, you saw that. Apparently that was the last thing I drunk before we disappeared into I don't even remember. Somebody tagged me in it. Shelly sent me my BOGO picture. Oh God, let me see. Where was that picture? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Cause it was definitely, I was down for the count. It was probably shouldn't show it. Probably a good thing I don't show it. That's one day I'll show it. I'll try one click. Nope. All right. It's a good thing. It's my guardian angel looking after me. So there's Bob. What's up, Bob Dorr? All right, so we got a long week ahead of us. Rick, well, the intensity models are pretty aggressive with this one. Intensity models are showing all options are on the table. A couple of them peaking into 3, few into 2, bunch into 1. So I usually don't show these very often because they sometimes show high intensity when it didn't make sense. Well, this one definitely, makes sense if everything lines up. But the only thing it's got against it right now is time. And it doesn't look like it's doing all that. But I tell you what, the big story of the night is this Gamma blow up, man. What the heck is going on with this sucker? Huge, massive. Look at that. It's like an explosion just went off in the Gulf here. Those are some super duper high cloud tops, man. And we're getting some lightning in there. So I would almost bet money that we're seeing a new center develop with Gamma. Maybe. I don't know. But the hurricane hunters are south of that. Big blow up. So just casually pay attention to Gamma. There's zero models saying that this is going to go any farther to the north and the east. So anyway, all right, cool beans. All right, so we're gonna be live all morning. I gotta go fix the website now. Darn it, thought I had the night off. For some reason, I must have backed up something. It's even showing PTC. Well, it's still got PTC on there. I wonder if these are right. Yeah, they're right. 26. This one doesn't have ensembles though. I gotta fix that. They're all good. The NHC graphics are off. Well, I hope that made sense. But hey, it's very, very common in October to have these systems. Look at that. They don't have anything showing up 7th through 13th. Maybe we were rounding the corner and we could talk about cold fronts and puppies and beer. So there you go. Look at that. Hey, Levi just did a video. Hey, so when you're done with me, you can go watch Levi. Levi just did a video tonight too. I'm sure you'll probably share that because we love Levi. TropicalTidbits.com. So what the heck is that? Looks like chickens. What the hell are those things? What are those things? Oh, they're food. Look like a chicken with legs. Oh, boys. All right. So I plan to get a good night's sleep. So we're gonna have 4 intense days of tracking. I'll be on at night for sure. Unless these things go fizzle. So the big question mark is this: we got Gamma. What's Gamma doing? What's Gamma going to do with Delta? We have Delta. Tropical wave, expected to be a hurricane in a couple days. Cayman Islands need to be watching. Cuba needs to be watching. Florida, to my opinion, Florida Panhandle needs to watch because they're on the east side no matter what. So expect some nasty weather starting as early as Thursday night up that neck of the woods. And a lot of rain to come up that neck of the woods. So if you got anything cooking this weekend up that way, this Friday-ish, Louisiana, the Florida Panhandle. You need to be watching really, really close. Those are dumplings, Angie. Okay. That was my favorite dinner at Cracker Barrel. Chicken dumplings. Let's see what they look like. Let's see. This is what I always get. And I get a side of corn and mashed potatoes. Look at that. Oh, look, somebody even did it there. Look at that. Oh, my God. It looks so good. Look at that. Oh, God. I would just had chili, but look at that. Chickeny corn. Texas, Natalie. I'd say that Texas is not. Never say never, but so far, other than the fact that the Texas Louisiana state line is still in the cone, can't say you're 100% safe yet. But as far as a direct hit. As far as a direct hit, seems a little unlikely. So, all right. So, what the heck was that? Phone is making noise. All right. All right. So tomorrow we do live in the morning. Don't forget we did we were going to do a drawing for our Mac Daddy's barbecue sauce. I'm not going to do it online, but we might post it one more time just to do last minute share. We got some exciting things coming down the road with generator giveaway with Furman. Pay attention to that. And we'll leave it at that. So, all right, guys, we'll be great. We got football. We got baseball tomorrow. We have Bucks kicking butt tonight. Let's see what I got on my thing here. If I got anything fun that I did. Here's a good picture. This is a good picture of Sarah coming home. Look, there's Louie and Hunter sleeping. All three were sleeping. There's the girls at Fun Spot. Look at that little fall. They had a lot of pumpkins out there. Emily's such a big sister to her little sister. There's a good shot with Sarah on the little ride. So they had a good time. This is where all the shenanigans started. Fruity drinks and me don't go along very good. So all right, we'll have we will do this in the morning for sure. I'm going to post a bunch of stuff tonight on the storms. So we'll have a new NHC updated at 11 o'clock tonight. So we'll have a new NHC track on potential Cyclone 26 at 11. And obviously watch Gamma. Gamma could be tricky. I don't know. I've seen weirder things happen, right? So, all right, we'll see y'all. Have a great night. Be good. Bye.